Over the last few years, I've basically become an expert in bulking, gaining lots of weight, peeling down, and then gaining some more. I've done some analysis on the current state of my gym progress, and I've decided I'm going to get fat on purpose. It's time to dirty bulk. I'm already at a pretty high body fat, but I'm okay with increasing it dramatically over the next 2 months. But there's a chance that you, dear viewer, might even benefit from doing a dirty bulk yourself. And even if it's not for you, you'll still learn a lot and get a good mindset from this video. I'm going to explain why I would even do something like this, how my dirty bulk is actually smart, respond to some of the arguments against it, and show how I'm putting myself in a situation where I could potentially embarrass myself.
Okay, they're coming.
Am I sitting over here?
Fair amount of sandwiches, yes.
I'm going to be talking about myself a lot in this video, but fear not, because there's going to be a lot you can learn, and hopefully it's entertaining. I'm big into bodybuilding and getting a nice physique, obviously, but at my heart, I'm also a strength guy. Most of you guys are probably similar, you've got both goals. I've been gaining muscle, I'm happy, but the strength is a different story. My bench and deadlift have been plateaued for a while. It's caused me to look back and reflect, and I realize I haven't been doing a good job with the big three. Training hard and consistently, sleeping like a king, and eating in a calorie surplus with lots of protein. You need to be vigilant on these, because if you allow them to start slacking, your gains are going to plateau, and you're going to sit there wondering what the fuck happened. I'll be very upset if I don't deadlift 6 plates and bench 3 plates by the end of my bulk. I've already been gaining weight for 2 years. It's the home stretch of my bulk, so for now I'm saying fuck the aesthetics, let's get a little dirty and gain lots of strength. In the next 2 months, I'm going to gain 10 pounds. But I'm not going to fool myself into thinking I'm building muscle. It will be mostly fat. Your first impression might be that this is stupid and I'm an idiot, which is fair, but I don't recommend dirty bulking for most people. If you're a recreational lifter with both strength and size goals, I'm a fan of getting a little sloppy towards the end of your bulk. Here's why. For the first 90% of your mass phase, you're gaining slowly. Eventually, you hit your desired muscle goals, but maybe you haven't quite maximized your strength. In the last 10%, you dirty bulk to achieve your big lifts, after which you cut. This dirty bulk is only done for 2 to 4 months maximum. A great example of someone who did this is Alex Leonidas. He bulked, I think, close to 200 pounds for his 4-plate bench, and he's a fairly short guy, so that's pretty heavy. I don't even think he dirty bulked, but he did get really high in body fat. You probably aren't a competitive strength athlete. You aren't confined to a weight class. Too many people are obsessed with their pound-for-pound strength. This is cope because they don't want to bulk, they don't want to lose any definition. I'm not saying you need to dirty bulk like me, but if you're a recreational lifter with strength goals, it makes sense to bulk hard. Mass moves mass. There's a mindset I need to instill in you guys. Mindset! If you take it seriously, you will get close to your genetic potential. Fat is easy to gain and also easy to lose. Muscle, on the other hand, is hard to gain and luckily for us, hard to lose. This is the mindset that skinny guys and strength enthusiasts need to adopt, and it's why I'm not stressing about this dirty bulk. If you understand that fat comes off easily, you won't be worried about gaining extra fluff in the pursuit of muscle and strength. Sometimes you have to take 1 step back to take 2 steps forward. In the moment, you might not look your best, but once you shed the weight and reveal everything, you'll realize it was worth it. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to hit my strength goals because in my experience, once I hit a certain number on a lift, I can usually get it back really fast at a lighter body weight. It's a combination of all the extra muscle I built from bulking, plus the mindset that I've already hit it before. I deadlifted 490 pounds while weighing 202. I cut down, and on my next bulk, I deadlifted 495 while being 10 pounds lighter. This is common with many lifters. Once you reach a certain level of strength, you'll always be able to come back. It's like a checkpoint, and your body weight will probably be lower. So it doesn't matter what I get in 2 months. Whether it's a 585 deadlift, I really want 600, or a 315 bench. On my next bulk, I'll probably get those lifts again, probably under 200 pounds. You also need to remember, dirty bulking is fun. You get to eat whatever you like. Although I will eat some junk, it won't be excessive. If you're in your 30s or your 40s, there's an argument to be made that it's risky. The best time in your life to do this is when you're young. This is when the impact on your health is the lowest. I'm going to eat big, smash my strength goals, and give myself the mindset that I can do it again next time at a lighter body weight.
It's false. It's false. No way. Not this time. No.
A lot of smart people on the internet have given good rebuttals against dirty bulking. However, the plan I've explained in this video is solid and immune to these arguments. But if you see any flaws, feel free to let me know. The first rebuttal is that dirty bulking will make you feel lethargic, make you feel like shit, and it's just bad for your health. to the point where it might even affect your gym performance. This is generally true. Most people who eat a lot of junk and gain weight quickly end up feeling really bad in their bodies, and it can affect their day-to-day. But I never said I was going to eat a lot of junk food. My definition of dirty bulking is just gaining weight quickly. That's the only thing that separates it from a lean bulk. I'm going to get into a large surplus by eating mostly whole foods. Of course, it won't be completely clean, but it also won't be a junk food diet. I don't think I'll feel that bad. I've started doing cardio again for the first time in 2 years, so for all I know, I might actually feel better. But let's go with the worst case scenario. I end up feeling like shit. I'm okay with it because it's only for 2 months to achieve my peak strength. The second argument against dirty bulking is that you'll gain mostly fat and you'll have to spend more time cutting, which puts you at a higher risk of losing muscle.
The P ratio is less favorable. Paolo, lean bulking is better. You gotta listen to me.
If you compare to a lean bulk, you'll see that the muscle gains are about the same, but the P ratio, the ratio of muscle to fat, is much better in a lean bulk. I'm going to be putting on mostly fat, and that's okay. I have a weight limit and a time limit. 10 pounds, 2 months. I'm not going to look drastically different at 220 compared to 210. I have a rough idea of my physique. Sure, I'll look more chubby, but I won't become like Kyriakos Grizzly, bless his soul. I'm not perma-bulking. I'm not even going to 250. It's a very short, dirty bulk. And because of that, I won't have to do a super long cut. 10 pounds is only an extra 4 or 5 weeks of cutting. And that's a worthy trade-off. I'm okay with that. If I bulk to 250, that will be an extra 3 or 4 months of cutting. And that would not be worth it. Not only would I look really bad, but all that extra time spent cutting will put me at a greater risk of losing muscle. As I said earlier, if you're plateaued, there's 3 variables you probably need to adjust. For me, going forward, the sleep and the diet are going to be mint. I'm going to have perfect recovery, which only leaves the training. One thing about bulking, it will expose the flaws in your program. So let's say 2 months go by and my lifts haven't really moved. If my diet and sleep are perfect, that's going to lead all of us to believe that my training must not have been very good.
Oh, comment declined. Embarrassing.
This video is me holding myself accountable. At the end of January, whether I make the lifts or I fail, I'm going to post them probably as shorts. To be honest, I know I'm going to smash these PRs. If my waist only grows an inch, but my arms grow by 1/4 of an inch, maybe more, then I will know I put on a good deal of muscle too. I'm still doing the bodybuilding training, that's not going to change. Stick with me for the next 2 months so you can see the results of my dirty bulk experiment.